Hello and welcome to Thursday night reading sprints, writing sprints, whatever you want to do sprints. I'm here with Alex, who probably needs no introduction because A, she's brilliant and she writes the wonderful Rules for Vampires books. Pause for Alex showing her Rules for Vampire book. Do you have it there? Oh, let down. Okay.
I do have Leo though still. She's here.
I mean, cute,
Here she is.
spooky, middle grade vampire books.
Yes.
Yeah. So Alex, and plus, yeah, so she writes amazing books. She's been here many times. So I'm assuming I don't need to introduce you, Alex, but welcome. Hi. Here we are again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I was very happy that you asked me to come and sprint with you today. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. As usual, I went, it's Thursday. I haven't organised myself or figured out what I'm doing with my life. And I don't know how this happens every single week. You'd think I would, being that I do it every week, actually have a plan, but there's no plan. It's just pure chaos. I have a stack of vampire books next to me. I think I mentioned before, I decided to read all vampire books this month, and they are apparently trying to kill me. So I'm reading The Lost Girls for the YA book.
Yes. Oh, ta-da!
Which Alex is doing with me on the live stream with Ashlyn. And then I'm also reading Full of Dark, which I've nearly finished. And I'm trying to show you where I'm up to, but I don't know if you can see. And then I also have a copy of my book that I'm still reading, annotating, and making sure I'm not introducing continuity errors into book 3. So that's my plan, not to be killed by the vampire books, but to maybe read a bit of them. I'm doing a thing, Alex, I don't know whether you do this. Do you push through a first draft or do you stop, panic and edit it halfway through? Because I'm at the panicking and editing phase of writing.
Yeah, all the time. I can't stop myself. I think if I tried to power through a first draft with absolutely no rereading, it would never get done because the anxiety of things being wrong just builds up way too much.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an edit as you go kind of person, but sometimes though I think that can kind of be a bit punishing because then you find that you've read it 10 times before you get to the end, and then you've memorized half of it and you're not really reading it. Your eyes are just sliding across the page. So
yeah, I'm going to try not to do that.
Benefits to just letting yourself go for it and enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point though. Well, I'm like, I've got an end sequence and then I've got a pre-end sequence. I'm just about to start the pre-end sequence, and I was like, oh no, some of the people that are going to be in this, I've decided to kill a bit earlier, and things like that. So like, there's this one particular character that needs to already be dead, and I forgot to dead them. So there's that problem, and then there's things like, without giving too much away, there was stuff I need to move around in order for the ending to make sense, and I think I need to write the prior stuff before I can write the ending. So yeah, I'm not doing like just making it pretty kind of edit. I'm doing it actually needs to make more sense edit. So
yeah, I think that's absolutely essential. I think no one would tell you off doing that. I think that's
I hope not
very sensible.
Somebody from UConn isn't going, hang on, it's April and she's editing a book that she hasn't finished that's due in end of May, middle of June is what I said. And when I heard middle of June, I was like, middle of June it is. Got it. Middle of June, sold. And I am going to Disney in the middle of June, so I'm hoping that I can get it done.
Yes.
And then go to Disney and carry on working on my next project.
That was me. That's exactly what I was doing. I got it all finished, and then I went and was high as a kite while I was there, in the metaphorical sense.
Yes, of course.
Lots of children and legality, etc. I sound like I'm making excuses now. I'm not. I was not actually high at Disneyland. I just had a lovely time.
It does sound really, really dodgy and suspicious, but yeah, let's go.
Suspiciously specific denial. I don't know why I said any of that. So sorry, I'm just gonna leave. Right, I'll see you later, guys. Have a good sprint.
You're not gonna stop that.
Sorry, but I completely finished my project and then was ready. I was in holiday mode. I was ready.
I was planning to take no work on holiday, and then my agent said, "You know that thing you sent me a couple of months ago? Do you think you can edit it by the beginning of August?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm going to take on holiday with me, fine." So
Amy.
I am going to go on holiday in an evening when my little boy goes to bed. I can't do anything anyway, so I'm going to just work on the other thing in an evening the moment after I finish the first thing, because I am a slave to this industry that we are in. Let's see.
Everyone tell her off. She needs to take a break.
Can't do it. I don't actually enjoy breaks that much because I sit and feel guilty and don't enjoy it and like panic that I'm having the break. So
I get that.
Maybe I'll feel different like when my little boy's going to school in September. I've probably mentioned it 1,000 times because I'm quite looking forward to having a little bit of time to myself. He's doing like half a day per day. So I'm hoping that then I might have a little bit more work-life parenting balance. So my front door just did a real like horror movie creak there. I don't know whether you could hear it. Kev's just walked in.
No. You're all right. Don't worry.
Welcome to the sprint, Kev. As usual, he's making a little cameo. Let's see who's in the comments with us. Hi, Charlie.
Hello.
Hi, Sharon. And also saying hi to Charlie. Let's just keep going through everybody's conversation. Oh, that's a relief, Sharon. That sounds very, very nice. Hi, Paula. Hello. I don't think you see my message. Oh, I've lost it. I don't know where I've put it. Another vampire book somewhere in my proximity. I'm reading Guilty Pleasures with Han. And I've read the first 4 chapters, Han. I don't know whether you saw my message, but it is such a well-titled book because it is the guiltiest of pleasures. And I've just won my first T. Kingfisher book. Let me grab it. I actually won a giveaway on Instagram. Olivia's Catastrophe, who's lovely YouTuber, was giving this away. So I won my first T. Kingfisher book.
Beautiful.
A house with good bones. I'm hoping there are going to be actual bones and it's not metaphorical. So yeah, I may read that at some point. Let's have a look. Who else we got? Yes, agreed. Nice. More buddy reads. I feel like that sounds familiar. Is that the Maria Snyder book or something else? I'm so bad with fantasy. Can hear but not see you. I hope that isn't us. Is that us, Sharon? Can you not see either of us? Or is this just Charlie and Kim? I hope you can all see us. Hi, Caroline. Oh, I just read that. It was so cute and lovely. For anybody wondering, it's a fake dating book where a girl somehow, as you do, ends up fake dating a movie star she's at a Chinese school, and I think he's like he's really big, like Chinese film and TV star, and she's at this kind of privileged private school, and of course he's the boy she fake dates, and may or may not end up really dating. Everybody loves each other in the comments. This is nice. I love Disney too. I mean, I know it's super expensive, isn't it? And kind of hard to get there.
Can be. Yeah.
But yes, it's definitely recommended if you ever get the opportunity. Oh no, has it gone blank for Sharon? Han can see us. Oh yeah, that's got to be the way. Okay, most people can see us. Oh, Victoria Lee. Okay. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds like a different book than the one I was thinking of. Howdy, John. I love that. I sound so Yorkshire to say that. I don't think people in Yorkshire meant to say howdy, but howdy. Okay. Maybe you're from Yorkshire, John, and that's how your bit of Yorkshire speaks, but it doesn't flow naturally off the tongue for me. So I mentioned at the beginning, for anybody who's with us from the start, I'm going to be editing when I'm meant to be drafting, but I've decided to edit and figure out some things that I want to change before I write the end of the book. So how about you, Alex? Did you say you're writing more vampire stuff tonight too?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be writing more of Vampires 3, which is my just for me passion project. It hasn't been picked up by Simon & Schuster or anything like that. It's just something for me, just a continuation of the 2 books that I have out. And then next week, apparently, I've got edits due in on my on 2 of my other projects that I've got going on. So I thought that I'd focus on some vampires today, and then jump into other creatures next week.
So exciting. I think I only know about one of those. I feel a bit cheated. You need to stay afterwards for just a minute and tell me what the other one is.
I will let you know, but one is middle grade and one is a picture book. So we are. Yeah, so we are very much in.
I don't know about. That's exciting.
Yes.
Are you allowed to say anything? Does this have a deal, or just kind of shake your head and back away if you don't allowed to say anything?
So my new middle grade project does, but it hasn't been announced yet. The picture book is currently with my lovely agent, who is helping me to get it all fixed up and stuff. Yeah, there's been a bit of excitement about it, so that's been nice. But we'll just have to see. It is a very, very difficult it's a difficult discipline, to do. Trying to tell a story in 600 words is really, really hard. So it's definitely something that I've struggled with, seeing as I mean I don't have young children in my family. So kind of jumping into all of that has been like a whole new thing for me. So
Well, if you'd
but
like
I
me,
will tell you all.
yes, please do. Well, if you'd like me to read it, I can't normally offer to beta read stuff for people at the minute, but being that it is a picture book, I read at least 10 picture books a day. So if you'd like me to
Ah,
read it,
yes, that's so lovely. I think it might be right up Nathan's street as well,
I could read it to him.
I
Shall I test it
do,
out
I
on him?
do. 'Cause it's a
Although he'll
little
be
bit
saying, "Where are the
spooky.
pictures?" He'll be like, "Where's the pictures in this picture book?"
That's it. That's it. And the pictures are so important. But yeah, we will see. But
That's
yeah,
exciting.
I'm looking forward to it, especially my middle grade one, just because I'm super excited about that project. But yeah,
I had
we'll
one
see.
picture book idea in my whole life and then saw somebody announce their book that was the exact same idea. So I gave up and haven't pursued anything since. I didn't even get to write it. I had this idea and was like, yeah, I'm going to do this at some point. And then it got announced and I was like, oh yeah, I don't have stuff.
Yeah,
And it was so
absolutely
close that,
crushing.
yeah, it was, because I don't know, a picture book, there isn't a lot of extra nuance I could have added, like with a middle grade or a YA, if you heard something sound a bit similar, you could have a bit of wiggle room. But yeah, it was just the same book, so not going to do that.
Yeah. Oh, Amy, I'm sorry. That
It,
really sucks.
it does. It is what it is, though. It's just life, isn't it? Yeah, how do? That's the sort of thing we hear.
How do?
Just
How what?
the hunting wives sounds interesting. Are the wives doing the hunting? Tell us, Nicole. All of it. How do you feel, Alex?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like new project is. I am more confident in it than I was in vampires at this stage.
Oh,
The last time I was here, when I had written Ghosts by Back, it came back absolutely covered in red pen, and that was really, really harrowing. But I think this time around, I don't know. I feel like I feel like I've cooked gold this time. So
oh,
we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be loads to do, but I'm just going to take it bit by bit and try not to look at it as a whole, because that's how you get really overwhelmed. Just comment by comment and we'll see how it goes.
yeah. My
How about
agent.
you? Do you like editing, Amy?
I do like editing because I like that moment of feeling something click and thinking this is good now. I think the beginning of Mina 3 is actually pretty good already. The first draft felt decent, and then I did one edit of it and was like, oh, it's not done, but it's okay. I do get scared though. The edit I'm going to do now is pulling a few threads and taking things out, putting them in somewhere else, seeding stuff earlier on. So that does make me panic a bit, because if I take something out and don't replace it, or if I add more problems than I intended to, yeah, it is a little bit scary.
The
But
structural edit in a lot of ways is more intense than the line edit, even though it
yeah,
feels like it should be, because with the line edit you are literally looking at every word, and
yeah,
that is a heck of a lot of work. With the structural edit, it's those high stakes changes.
yeah, it is, because you move
And
something and then
that's
you
it.
go, well, in mine, as I was saying, it's like, oh, that person's not dead yet, and I've already killed them off, or it's stuff like that. I don't want this to be too obvious that this person's a bad guy, and I've moved that bit, so now it's really obvious. And yeah, so there's a lot of seeding clues but not making it so obvious and stuff like that. So it is a bit of a headache. But I like the line edit bit, though, the bit where you think you're nearly done and you're like, oh, what's the better word for that, or could you be a bit clearer here? I'm like, yes, I could, that's fine. So yeah, I'm okay with that. And yeah, the short story I did recently didn't really get big structural edits from the publisher, because my agent and Mia's agent have both edited it. So my edits from Scholastic were so lovely. It was like, oh, can you just replace this word, or could you make this slightly clearer, or you've repeated this? And it was like 10 edits and done a couple twice over. So that felt great. because it felt like I'd actually done a good job the first time around. I have many times. My agent's really good at saying, this is going to be a really good book when you've done all of this stuff to it. And you're like, oh, thanks. I think her last words on the one that I read was something like, there's quite a bit of work to make this as good as I know it's going to be. I'm like, thank you. I think there's a compliment in that. But, I need to do the work to make it good.
That was me with vampires. I feel your pain.
There's another offer for beta reading if you'd like it, Alex.
Ah, lovely. Thank you.
And excellent. You can update us then, Nicole. I think the title, I nearly said the Hunky Wives, then Hunking Wives. That's wrong. The Hunting Wives is very provocative title. I'm not sure about Hunking Wives. That might be a different book. So I think I need to start a sprint before I say something even more ridiculous than hunking. So we'll be doing a 40-minute one, a 40-minute one. The other day I went rogue and did 40 minutes in the last one as well, but I don't think I'll do that today because I'm quite tired. So 40, 40, 30. I know, Alex, I like changed the lifetime. You know, when you get in a routine and then you go, I'm just going to throw the routine out. I'm not going to do that again.
Just go wild. Let's go crazy. Why not?
I'm not particularly a very wild person. So, ooh, anything...
Ooh.
Haunting sounds good to me. I haven't heard of that. The Haunting Directory. Cool.
Sounds
you have to let us know how that is after the sprint. So let us know what you're working on. If you're doing any readathons, if you are, I know there's, what's the one called this month? Is it
RealmAthon?
Oh, RealmAthon's happening at the moment. So let us know if you're doing RealmAthon. If you're reading, writing, or just being productive in other ways, give us a comment and let us know what you're doing. And we will see you on the other side. Hello, did it get you?
Look at me. I think it sounds like a small child coughing. Does anyone else think that? It sounds
It,
like,
it is a little bit creepy, sorry, maybe that's why I like it. I've just become accustomed to the cat, so it kind of has to stay now. How did you get
yes,
on?
it does. Yes, yeah, not too bad, thank you. After we were talking about editing, though, I've gone back and done some tinkering with it. So, thank you, Amy.
Sorry. Sorry, passing on the curse to you, but
No
I don't
problem at
regret
all. I
it.
had a good time.
I don't
How
regret it.
about you?
I'm doing a chapter outline at the minute because I find that really useful for editing to kind of work out the map of what I'm doing. And it's great. Already I'm spotting stuff where I'm like, oh, I could have made that a bit better. That would have made more sense there. So I think I'm glad. I'm not regretting the jumping into edit. So let's see how the people in the
Sounds
comments
productive.
are doing. Yeah, it was good. I feel good. I just feel slightly panicked because I'm not actually editing yet. I'm still making an outline of my edits. I feel like it might be procrastination, but who knows? Hi, Kay. No worries. Awesome. That sounds interesting. I like the title. Yeah, I planned to do, I hadn't heard of Readathon, so I didn't get time to get my head together. I really wanted to do Old School April, but I've just had too much on this month, so I didn't quite accomplish it, but it sounds really fun. And I love Kelsey at Simon Thrasher's. She's great. Whoa, that's
It's a lot
impressive,
of books,
Nicole.
Nicole.
I have read 2, which is really not many for me. Normally I read about 8 or 9 books a month, and this month has not been a reading month. It's been a writing month for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I don't know. Do you find that, Alex, that at a point you kind of, I still enjoy reading, but I just can't get through as much when I'm writing a lot?
Yeah, and I know what you mean. I will always prioritize. I will always prioritize the writing, which is a shame. But I have been trying to get more into my reading. I've read quite a lot lately, just because I picked up quite a lot of books when I was in Dumfries with a bunch of other middle grade authors. So I picked up a load of signed copies of their books while I was there, and have read them and reviewed them. But I am actually a really slow reader, so it always kind of feels like I'm being a bit naughty, which is a shame. But yeah, what can you do?
See, I'm quick, and I don't like being quick sometimes because, like, I'm trying to get to the end of the book now. I've quite enjoyed this book, but I am now at the point where I want it to finish, and I can feel myself skim reading and like missing stuff. And I think because I'm quick, I can actually miss important details sometimes. And
Yeah,
I kind of wish I could just take my time. And it's bad for editing too, because sometimes I like gloss over stuff that actually I should have read really properly.
yeah, yeah. I
So I
feel
think
that.
I
I
think
feel
slow
that.
readers. I kind of wish I was a bit slower. I have to actively slow myself down when I'm reading. Yes, so
Oh,
far it seems to
hello.
be a nice chill sprint so far. Excellent. Oh, you're so good, Han. Hannah's going to be, like in a buddy read, there's always the crap buddy reader who's really slow and like reads the wrong number of pages and stuff. That's going to be me, and Hannah's going to be the really good efficient one. So excellent. I look forward.
Hannah's really on it,
Yeah, she is. I look forward
and
to
everything.
talking
It
about
just
that
seems
reading.
like in everything she does, she's really on it. So I think trying to keep up with Han would be a difficult task for anyone.
Yeah. She's already acknowledged that I'm gonna. Well, Han in her nicest way was like, "You're going to be the busy one." I feel. So I was like, "Yes, I'll read that as disorganized and like chaotic." But yeah, so we can chat about that, Han, in a little while. I'll message you. Hell Followed With Us keeps coming up, and people keep telling me I'd love it. And I'm trying not to buy any more books just now, but maybe you'll convince me to buy it, Han. We are well, thank you, Sharon. I need to read it. I have it. The new Stephen King. I say new. Has there been another one since? You write so fast, I can't quite keep up. Oh, okay, that sounds cool. I think I've seen. I don't know if you was reading that the other day, Paula, but that keeps coming up on my sprints. Wow, that's excellent. It's funny. I bet Charlie, if you're trying to review books regularly and stuff, then Charlie gets secret books too that she can't actually review anywhere. Soon, Charlie, there may be something else for you to read, she says with her eyebrows waggling. Charlie's like, which
What could
one is
that
it going to
be?
be?
What could that be?
Just one of the things. One of the things. Every time somebody says Amina, I read it as Mina because I'm so used to seeing Mina everywhere. And I'm like, that's not the name of it. Oh, a different book. Maybe it was you, Charlie. I feel like you might have been the person who told me to read it. I mean, yard work sounds extremely efficient. And now you get the reward, Nicole. And that's amazing. I wish I'd read that many. I don't. If it suits you, I think with reading, if you're enjoying it and it suits you and it's not stressing you out, then keep doing what you're doing. I know there's lots of people on TikTok who are like, I need to read more, I need to read less, I need to read short books to try and get through, my targets or whatever. And I just think, read what you want to read. I hope you enjoy it, Paula. Excellent. Glad you're enjoying your book, Sharon. Yes, Sharon definitely reads fast. I feel like every TikTok I watch of Sharon, she's like reading something different or several something different. Yeah, I think it was you and possibly Rosie, Charlie, who told me that I need to read that. Look at all these people. I don't know how many books I've read this year.
I'm absolutely stunned, honestly. Amazing. You're all amazing.
It might be in the 20s or 30s how many I've read, but it's not that many. I mean, if you don't need it, Charlie, that would be amazing. I wouldn't want to take the book off you if you were wanting to hold on it. Thank you, onto it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just not the book for you, isn't it? Or sometimes it's the wrong time. So I get that, Kay.
Yep.
Excellent. Oh, is it quite high fantasy? Because if it is, that's what happens to me when I read high fantasy books. I'm like, I don't know who these people are or where they are.
I want to have a look.
Just look
I'm
at
gonna have a bit of a gander for it.
Look at the cover of it. It's beautiful. It was the cover that attracted my attention. Then I read what it was about, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds."
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Look at it. Just click.
Wow.
Just be done with it.
Wow. Well, I was gifted a Waterstones voucher for my birthday back in February, and I haven't broken into it yet, so I may have to.
You read 72 last month, as in just in last month? Because if so, I mean, 72 this year would have knocked my socks off as well. I'm very impressed with all dedicated reading people. I think maybe when you write as well, I don't know, does that split the focus that if you're really in it with your writing? And like, I don't know, with me, it's just the time thing. I've only got probably 2 hours of writing time a day. So I just have to lean into writing, occasionally pick a book up. If my little boy's watching TV, that's when I read.
Are you an Aquarius, Sharon? Aquarians unite.
I just think I don't know what my sun's star sign is. I know my star sign. I don't know loads about them. I need to look what his is. So
in the month then.
That's
my God.
Impressive. Oh, I get that, Shan, but don't let it stress you out. Read as much as you can read, but just I think you're really good, Hannah, as well, at having a sense of what's out there as well, because you can't kind of read everything. Yeah, listening helps, definitely. I do love my Audible as well. Hi, Scorpio. I'm Sagittarius. I don't know what. Apparently that means I'm really feisty and fiery, which is probably kind of true. I need to know what all these things. I know that these are star signs, but I don't know what it says about you. Does your star sign seem accurate, Alex? Do you know much about it?
I don't know. I am not sure. I mean, from what I can glean, I think that Aquarius folks are just like aliens pretending to be human. So some days I feel that.
That sounds
and other days not so much. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think Pisces is a good sign though to have. I feel like Pisces is a cool sign with the fish.
The only thing about mine is the birthstone is orange. It's a golden topaz, and with my hair color, that's so I feel like whenever you see the cute stuff like jewelry with your birthstone on, I never want my birthstone. It's just not my color. So
well, I mean, I think you should have whatever you like and
I tend to just go rogue if I want it, to be fair, and just order somebody else's birthstone. I like green and turquoise, so I tend to order whoever's.
Yes, very nice.
I know, Charlie. I know. Can we swap? What colour's your colour, and we'll swap, because orange does not suit me. My hair is like, I don't know whether you can tell here, but my hair's like got a hint of like the urban readiness to it. So orange on me just doesn't, and I'm so pale, it just doesn't quite look right.
Aquarius are changelings. Don't get me started on D&D again, please, Sharon. I'm trying to keep it in after last time when I just hijacked Amy's stream.
I loved it. Honestly, I loved it. And it's funny
turned
now.
It into a D&D stream.
Well, no, but with you talking about it, I see it everywhere now. Like people reading books based on it, comics based on it. 1 minute, Charlie's like, there's something serious going on here. Charlie's like having a moment. Oh, she's not sure what Gemini is. Yeah, we're going to swap birthstones. If
Birthstones. Mine is an amethyst.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Charlie, it would be the
It's
best
a good
news
one.
it would be the best news ever. Garnet.
I like garnet. Garnet is pretty.
I mean, Alex has convinced me that when my books are all in by September, that I'm going to have a go at D&D. So I think that's the plan. And I maybe need to like prep myself beforehand.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do, I've decided I'm going to ask my party for the game that I'm running, hopefully in the summer when all the kids are off school and I no longer have schools to go into, because that's a big part of my gig as a middle grade author, is going into schools. Have more time then. I'm going to ask them whether they wouldn't mind if I streamed it. So what I'll probably do is stream to a friend's Twitch and then actually pull the VOD and pop it on YouTube. So if you would like to see it just as a little unlisted video, because it's not, it probably will be a little bit, I mean, I try not to be effing and jeffing online again because middle grade, but inevitably there'll be, there'll be some language. So, and also we have a bard, so there may also be some interesting content. But I will pop it on there, and if you like, you can kind of see what it's all about and what it looks like on the screen when we're doing it online.
So do you always?
I think that is intimidating.
Do you always play online? So you never play a kind of real life game, or?
So the only real life game that I've ever played was at Lucas Maxwell's library, and it was run by 2 year 11 DMs, and they were amazing. These kids, oh my god, they were fantastic. They got me vampire dice. I should show you my vampire dice. Hang on, I'm taking you with me in my ears. I'll go grab them, Amy. Hang on, nobody move.
Please do. Well, Charlie agreed to swap birthstones with me, so yes, whenever I see green ones, I will just buy them because I've swapped with you, Charlie, and I will buy you the orange equivalent in thanks. So yes, let's do it. I'm much more of a green than a.
You've got a buddy to swap with. You guys, let me show you these, and then I will stop.
It's all fine.
I will show you these, and then I will put my D&D thoughts away, because everyone will be like, "Oh God, here comes this woman again."
Share your passions, Alex. It's fine.
You say that. So they got me these dice. This set of dice, and it has little bats in it.
That's so cute.
Oh my god, they are so cute and so great.
I didn't know there was such a thing as dice with bats in them.
Yeah, and you know what? They're really lucky as well. I was rolling really high. I have a token as well with a little bat. It's a freaking bat coin. How great is that?
And did these kids they gave you that as well? I want to go there.
Yeah, so Lucas, he sorted me out. Oh my god, they would absolutely love me in there. If you talk to Lucas Maxwell about going to Glenthorne.
Yeah, he already pushes my books there, bless him. Yeah, we've done
my god.
I think he's read the proofs of both of mine so far, and kind of shared them with the kids. I was meant to do a podcast with them, but with COVID and stuff, it was like literally when the schools all shut. So I didn't end up speaking. There was this lovely teen that was going to interview me, and it just didn't happen. So maybe I need to get on that actually.
Yeah, if you can make your way down to him, it is a long way to go, but it'll be the best day ever. And maybe you could even play a game of D&D with the year 11s, because they are so good. These kids are amazing, and they make me look rubbish.
We need a link to the D&D when it happens, Alex. So
we'll see. I need to ask the party first if they're okay with it, because they may not be. There was a lot of poop jokes after prepping the sewer monsters and all of that. So it may not be safe for human consumption.
Well, I have a 3-year-old, so every joke in my house right now is Trump, wheat, or poo, because he's learned that they are the 3 funny things.
Well, I mean, they're the 3 elements.
Well, yeah, occasionally bottom. If you need a fourth element, bottom is the fourth element.
Bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
bottom is the one to rule them all, because bottom is where everything comes from, you know.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm quite familiar. Poop jokes are the general jokes that I hear all the time. Oh, nice. And yeah,
That's awesome.
just jumping back to Charlie as well with the orange engagement ring. That's so perfect. You know you've found the right person, Charlie, the person who buys you the orange engagement ring. Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Let me think. I feel like Charlie is the right person for that question because I'm freezing as soon as. In fact, Rosie's not here. Damn it, Rosie would be perfect for that too. Let me think. I feel like there's something tickling at the back of my brain. Oh, okay.
Is it the Lost Girls?
It's not super horror-y, but I'm reading that, which is queer vampires, Buffy the Vampire Slayer sort of feel, end of the world is coming, chosen one, you know, that's good fun. And it's got like a slight historical slant, without giving too much away. That's interesting. So yeah, that one, but I'll have a think if I can think of any more. Beck Fowl, would love them. Oh, nice.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Very jealous. I play a lot of wizards. I feel like having beautiful, like gem-like dice would be really good for that.
I think I need some spooky ones that look like they've got blood in the middle or something.
Yes. Oh, that would be really cool. You can get ones with like a liquid core. So like when you roll them, they like slosh around inside. That would be really good.
Yeah, I think blood dice for me. Oh, whoa. Dedication.
This is the
engagement
ring.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard to follow the comments, isn't it? You've got to remember what you were talking about 2 minutes ago.
That's my fault.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, guys. That's it now. I'm done. I'm back in writer mode. I'll be serious now and sensible.
Yeah, but D&D is part of your person that created the books, isn't it? So when I start rattling on about like my toddler and stuff, I think it's all part and parcel, isn't it? That's, you know, people have come to hear us rattle on about the stuff we're interested in. Even if it's, yes, I need to read that by, is it Dean Atten?
That sounds cool.
It's meant to be really, really good. I got nominated for Les Awards, which I know isn't always the criterion.
A gorgeous cover as well, again.
Yeah, it is. Is it the really vibrant pink one?
It is. It is.
Yeah. Oh no, this is going to be dangerous for you, Alex. I can feel already that this sprint is going to cost you money. I can just sense it.
I know. I've opened them all in tabs. I mean, well, it always does. I mean, do you remember that bookmark that you had of, was it from Wednesday?
Oh, yeah.
And we all just went shopping. We all just paused, didn't we? And we all went shopping.
I regret nothing. Yes, Charlie, I know. I have too. You know, when like somebody says something and you panic and you can't think of it. I'm going to have a little thing during the sprint and maybe watch some of my TikToks and try and refresh my memory. Oh, I feel like, how queer are Dawn Kurtkich's books? Possibly. I feel like you should read them anyway, Han, if you haven't. Dawn's books are great. I feel like Teeth in the Mist might have some queer characters, but I could be leading you astray. It's a long time since I read it. Oh, great.
Oh, yes.
Join us, Stephen.
Book club. Join us.
Not a cult, I swear, even though I'm currently writing about one. Yeah, same here, Sharon. I see a pretty cover or a title that I like or a person. Yes. Well done, Kirsty. Sighty Solace Girls. Good call. Oh, look. Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking.
Those sound amazing. I'm sorry. Let me just open up another.
Mine too, Paula. I mean, mine too. Do you want me to go back to the names just to enable you even further? There are the names, Alex. I'm just going to leave them there.
Thank you. Oh my God. And it's wizards as well. That's
How
amazing.
Cute is that title? The Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. I mean,
my gosh. I mean, I have a character that's a baker as well, but she's actually a bard, not one of my wizards. Oh my God, Charlie, clearly I need to make it happen. That sounds amazing.
Yes, I mean,
I'm going to find them.
I regret nothing in inspiring people to buy more vampire books. Let us know what did you get, Sharon? I will instantly buy a book if I know the vampires. Yeah, I mean, I do have a specific account that I buy books out of now. It's got to that point where I've got like a designated bank account. So yeah, I definitely I'm there with you on the problems of spending. One thing I recommend for people, I don't know whether people use NetGalley, but something that I've been doing a lot is if you can read on ebook, NetGalley is so good for, as long as you're prepared to review them, access to new books, like upcoming books. It's really, really good. I get quite a lot of free books on there.
Great
I
for
like
authors as well.
Yes, yeah, and it's great.
Having the reviews from NetGalley. Sorry, Amy, to talk over you.
No, I was
I
just going to
really
say,
rate it.
I was just agreeing with you. I think we're at this point in our relationship now, Alex, where we can like talk at the same time and know exactly what each other means. That's when
Finish
you're
each other's
friends, I think.
sandwiches.
Yeah, and I know what you're referring to. That's what I was going to say. I'm not going to sing the whole song to you. I'm just going to
He's ready for Disneyland.
drop a little Frozen reference and move on. Ah, yes, that is a good one. God, it's probably me too. I reckon I pre-ordered that. That's really cute, Alex. It's I say cute. It's cute. It's a YA book. It's a bit dark. It's about a town. I feel like it's a town that people can't get in and out of, and there are vampires in it. It's really good. Yes, NetGalley is an absolute godsend, and I think they have audiobooks too now. If you are an audiobook fan, yeah, definitely recommend as a good money saving tip. Okay, I'm
Holly
gonna.
Black.
What's that? Holly Black. Yes.
Holly Black. Oh, sold.
How many books do we all think? Please.
Oh no! I've got 6 tabs open. Stop.
Is she gonna get to 2 digits? Come on, we can do this. We can do this.
No, guys, no. I've just been taxed.
Okay, yeah, we'll put you off there. No more tabs, Alex. 6 is enough book tabs, I think. Oh, Vamps, yes, that is on my TBR for this month. I don't know if I'm going to get to it because I, as usual, overshot spectacularly this month. I think I put like 13 books on my TBR and I've read 2. So let's not talk too much about that. Yeah, I get that. I do admit to tending to review books a little bit out of sequence on there. Sometimes I review them straight away, but I kind of always get to them eventually, which I think is nice as an author that people still continue to review them. I think whenever you can get to them, it's helpful. I know some publishers say they want you to review before publication, but it just cool. Yeah, it doesn't always work. Well, yeah, when you get to reading Vamps, let me know, Sharon, because it might spur me on to read it as well, and we can chat about it because it sounds really good. Okay, let's go to a sprint. I will mute myself and stop rattling on about vampires and trying to make Alex spend more money. And we'll see you in 40 minutes. Bye.
Bye. Good luck.
Hello. How did
Hello.
it
There's
go?
a little child coughing again.
Did you have a nice sprint?
Yes, I did. I did. I'm still reading. I'm still editing, but that's okay. I'm nearly to where I need to be to carry on, and hopefully it will get me off to a great start for Friday and the weekend. So well happy with that. How about you?
Good, yeah. I think I've got to nearly the point that I wanted to. I basically nearly finished summarising what I've written so far. I've got a little bit more to do, but I think I might do that tomorrow morning because I've got an hour to write, an extra hour.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, I've got some childcare while I've got a meeting, and I've got like a little bit of time before my meeting. So,
Yeah,
hooray!
luxury.
Yes, I know, whole hour. So I'm gonna finish plotting it out then. I think so. I might read in the last sprint. I've just looked and I've got I think about 40 pages left of this, so I might be able to read 40 pages in half an hour. Who knows? I did just hear a little voice upstairs though, so I may also spend half an hour placating a small person. So we'll see. I don't know whether his daddy might be able to calm him down, but let's see what people in the comments are saying. Then I might just need to nip and see what a little person's doing. Yeah, I mean, if reviewing isn't your thing, yeah, it probably wouldn't work out. Oh,
Does
sorry if I missed your hand, but we'll chat
oh
up
by hand.
later. Sorry, what were you going to say, Alex?
I just wanted to ask a question about NetGalley actually.
Mhm.
I don't have it personally. I've never had it. But when you request a book, do you then have an obligation to write a review of a certain length? Do you have to
No.
fulfill certain criteria? Can you just write a line?
Yeah, I think you could just write a line, but what seems to happen is if you're reliable on there and you like review books that you get given, I tend to write a paragraph, like not a huge review, but say lots of things I liked about it usually. And I seem to generally get approved for just about everything I request.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think they do look at your approval rating, and I don't know whether they look at your reviews too. But no, I don't think there is a bit of guidance about how to write a review, but I think it's more like what a review is versus it has to be a certain length. And yeah, certainly when my first book went on NetGalley, it was interesting because some people said stuff like, well, I don't read horror or like vampires or YA books, but I just thought I'd request this because it's free. And I was like, oh, this is the review. So I think it's a bit of a double-edged sword that it's so accessible and so easy to get them. I think
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah. I
people
I
just,
had a lot of that on vampires, rules to
yeah,
vampires.
yeah. So I think whereas if you'd actually spent some money on the book or requested it directly from the publisher and got sent a physical copy, maybe you'd actually go for a book that you really do want to read. So yeah, I think I've heard NetGalley people do tend to get quite harsh reviews on there. So as an author, it's a bit hit and miss.
Yeah,
Nice,
I think.
Nicole.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry,
In fact,
I
I
just thought
will.
I'd jump without
Yeah,
warning onto it. Sorry,
we
what were you
can.
going to say?
No. That's fine. It was just some random musings on reviews. We can go ahead because I know that you'll need to check on Litlin as well.
Yeah, I think he isn't being placated, so it may be that I do need to go up.
Yeah, no
Oh, great,
problem.
great, Sharon. Hopefully you can get a bit more of that listened to in the next one. Yeah, I can hear my name being called. So I think I'm glad you
That's
managed to read
fine. No
73
problem.
pages. I think we may need to go to another sprint. I don't know whether you can hear him, but yeah, he's not happy little person. So I will pop the 30 minutes on, but I am going to vanish temporarily. So I will catch you in half an hour and hopefully I can get a bit of reading done. See you, everyone.
Sounds good.
Hello. Sorry, I wasn't quite on the ball then. I was like, I really want to finish my chapter. I'm kind of halfway through a paragraph, so not the idea.
Sorry.
Reading. It's just, I spent the first 15 minutes placating a small person, so. Oh, and you've got your little
Is he okay?
friend. Yeah, he's all right. He's just doing his typical.
Mac has come to say hi.
Hi, Mac. Yeah.
Mac, do you look cute?
Oh, he's so cute. I don't know why I'm waving. To dogs acknowledge waves. I don't know. Ooh, so cute.
You see Amy? Look at her. You see Amy?
Oh, I'm assuming you can't hear me
his
because
face.
you're on the phones, but yeah. So, oh, sorry. There's a phone ding-a-linging. Let me just press the ding away. Yeah, my little person's still awake upstairs, but he's quite contented. He just doesn't believe in sleep. I don't think sleep is overrated. I disagree.
Well,
but
yeah. What a waste of time.
yeah, no, we could be playing and looking at books and kicking football,
exactly.
doing any number of things that aren't sleeping. So how did you get on?
I'm all caught up. I'm caught up, and I have begun my next chapter.
Yay!
So that is all ready for me to jump into. So I'm probably going to try and steam through as much of that as possible over the weekend, because I'm thinking Lucy Pierce at S&S may be coming back to me very soon, she says, with my new little creatures that I'm working on. So that should be really fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Forward to it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a designed panthology. Well, I've been told next month, so what that means, I don't know. But I know that I've got to get a lot of drafting and editing done in that time, as well as reading and, finalizing a full book. So I'm just, that slight feeling of nerves where it's all going to hit you at the same time.
Yeah, all the time.
So yeah, I'm with you on trying to get it done before everything hits.
Yeah. It's usually like October, where everything kicks off, and then again for March, and World Book Week, and sort of the spillover from everything that I can't fit into World Book Week. Trying to get everything done around then. So I know how you feel.
Yeah,
It's tricky.
I haven't done loads of events just because I can't do them because of childcare and stuff. So I generally turn them down or do the occasional one. But I'm going to try. I think the next couple of years I need to amp that up. I do enjoy them. It's the travel and stuff. Like you're doing a 1 hour session or 2 hours or 3 hours, but then you might be traveling an hour and a half, 2 hours each way, and I just can't.
That's it. It is a lot. I mean, for schools as well. I mean, quite often I will spend the whole day there. So it will be something like, an assembly and then 3 workshops plus signing and Q&A and, school newsletter or podcast or what have you. And it becomes like a big thing. So I can see how that would be really difficult when you've got your family to balance as well. And I mean, I have my little family here, but,
exactly.
I don't have any children, and that makes it different. So I think it's something that maybe you could do if you enjoy it. Maybe you could do it when Nathan goes to school.
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be
Virtual works so well for me. I know that schools prefer you to do that in person, but it is so helpful to literally turn on my laptop, assuming the tech is working. I did one with a school and the tech was not working, and their internet, they said, "Oh, our internet's terrible," and I was like, "My internet's fine."
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, so that was hard. But yeah, generally I prefer virtual. But yeah, I'm gonna build up to it. When I get to that point, I'm sure I'll ask you for tips because I think you're like a seasoned pro at this point.
I'm constantly badgering schools. I turn up and they're like, "Alex, you've already been here twice. Go away." No, why are you here? Like at the door to the library, like, let me in.
Or I don't have, maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I don't have time for badgering at the minute. So
that's it. You're too busy being successful, Amy. That's what it is.
Well, I'm too busy keeping my head above water and doing that with the bare minimum of things.
I know what you mean. Well, I think you're doing amazingly well.
Thank you. I'm trying my absolute best and not panicking about the many things I've got to do. So, okay, I think it might be nearly bedtime. Sharon has the right idea. I can feel myself rambling. So let's see what everybody's got. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, we had a little chat about reviews in the comment.
Yes, so NetGalley, this is the insights. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry if you're just joining. We're literally just wrapping up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I get the occasionally trying to read outside your comfort zone or thinking I'll try something, but you do get a lot of those openly saying that they don't like stuff and then saying, and I was right, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
How
maybe,
weird and how harsh.
yeah, and I think that a book for review in that kind of case, that isn't the time to like go outside your comfort zone. I think books for review are meant to be to promote it for the author, aren't they, and for the publisher. So I think trying to read outside your comfort zone is just not that's not the time for it.
It's me.
Oh,
Yes.
hang
Sorry. I was
on. That sounds
yeah,
familiar.
sorry. I know. Who is this person? Yeah, sorry guys, that's
Talking on your
me.
behalf, it was you.
We were just talking about reviews. I had another comment as well that I posted that doesn't seem to have made it onto here, but it's probably because I was talking about sneakily posting
Oh, right.
Amazon reviews. Not for my books, mine. That would be really, really sneaky. But for other authors, I usually manage a small paragraph, but even just a sentence is great,
Yeah,
and some stars.
I really try and do that as well, and I feel bad when like I try and do it when a book comes out because I know that you can review on Amazon as soon as it's published. So if I've read it before, yeah, I it's really difficult because I understand books are expensive and people want free books, but I just try and make sure life's too short to read books that you don't enjoy. I try and make sure I get ones I'm likely to enjoy. Yes, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? Oh, night, Kay. I'm sorry if we've missed you already. Oh, hi, Chloe. I'm really sorry that we're just wrapping up. If you've just joined us, maybe you can go back and watch the beginning if you want to use the sprints for a bit of inspiration. But I appreciate you stopping by. Excellent. Well done, Mel. Totally valid. I, as you saw, went
Brilliant.
and
I've eaten half an Easter egg as well on this stream as well, so I'm with you there.
You still have Easter eggs. Mine, as soon as I get an Easter egg, I feel a compulsion to eat it immediately.
Well, it's actually Triss's, it's my partner's, and it had his name iced on it, so that's why I haven't been able to touch it. But he handed it to me, and therefore it disappeared. But that is literally the only reason why I haven't eaten it, because he has his name on it. Otherwise, it would have gone in one bite.
I'm assuming this is the pup and not us, but I presume we are.
It'll be
cute
it'll
puppy.
be fairy boy.
Chocolate, I feel like, is the essential diet of sprints. Hi, Ashlyn.
Yes. Ashlyn, hello.
Thank you for popping on, Ashlyn. Excellent. Well done, Chloe. Yes.
That's so great. It sounds like you've really found your niche with that, Sharon. It must be. I was saying it must be nice, as a blogger, to be kind of a darling of these authors. Like I have favorite bloggers that have really supported me as well, and I'm always looking out for them on Twitter and Instagram. So it must be really cool to kind of have your author pals and your blogger pals, and it's nice how everything comes together. And of course, Amy, you're best of both worlds, kind of having both going on, so that must be quite cool, sort of straddling those two worlds.
It is, and it was very weird, like the early stuff that I started doing as soon as we could go out and do publicity. Like when I did Yalk as a blogger. I did a blogger workshop, and then I did a panel, like a huge panel as an author. So yeah, it's been really nice to go through the
same. Was that on the same day or over the same weekend?
No, so literally I did a blogger panel like a few years ago because I got nominated for a blogger award, and then they asked me to come and be an author there. So that was like the dream. I kind of got to do the whole thing. Go from audience to blogger workshop to
now. You know, something very similar happened to me, but it was school librarian. To it's a little regional award that I was shortlisted for last year. Did not make it this year. It's okay. I'm not bitter about it, and I'm not going to stalk the authors that did make it. I'm not going to find you and turn up on your front lawn. Don't worry about that. You don't need to be looking over your shoulder.
sequels don't get as much in terms of awardy stuff. I think you're not as shiny and new. I'm hoping that when we write new stuff, maybe we'll like reinvigorate the.
Yeah, I hope so. 'Cause, I mean, I completely flew under the radar with vampires. I mean, it lights a fire under me anyway, because I know I just need to kind of put myself out there more and just do more and be better. But I must admit, in that first year, I was like watching all the short lists. Well, I was watching the long lists come out and being like, oh gosh, I hope, and had them all in my diary, and then it was just like a parade of sadness.
I think there's two
But
problems there. It was during COVID, which isn't great, and we were debut authors, and we write genre fiction. And I think the genre fiction quite often with stuff like that, it does sink down the list because I mean, I think that you can learn a lot from genre fiction, and we both feel strongly about it, don't we? That all the stuff comes through that does from literary fiction, like about relationships and people and social issues and things. But as soon as you stick vampires in it, and like undead in my title, vampires in yours, I think it does have a bit of a thing attached to it still.
yeah, most definitely. I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Amy. And next time we meet up on here, I will tell you my story about being on tour and watching Vashti Hardy's queue move past me like an iceberg, and just realizing, for the first time, well, I wanted to be like, I'm a big deal in your Tuxter. It really, really knocked me down a peg. Seeing other authors in action and realizing actually, Rules for Vampires is kind of pulpy compared to these books that are, doing commercially a lot better. But I have a lot of thoughts on that anyway that are not for right now. So I'm going to just leave it there. But maybe
we should do an interview about that at some point. But yeah, definitely. I am the same. And my brief summary of it is that I don't value books by that. I value them by how they make me feel. And generally fun books are the books that I want to read. That's just me personally. So yeah, we can get off our high horses now. And, I think we obviously care a lot about that. But let's wrap it up now. So yeah, thank you, Nicole. If we haven't already missed you, we do have favourites, but you are one of them, Charlie, if that's any consolation.
Oh, Charlie.
I have been put forward for Yalk from two directions, so I'm hoping that it might converge and magic happens. The main thing I've noticed with Yalk is that obviously it's popularity demand, but it's also what they're putting panels together for. So if they've got a horror panel, I've got a chance, or a mystery, or a historical fiction or something. But yeah, if I don't quite fit, then I'll still be there. So I will be attending as a reader, whether I'm there as an author or not. We haven't found out yet. I don't. Obviously I have one child, so I can't comment on that. He is my favorite. Yeah, I mean, that's the take home, isn't it? That literally, like, I obviously have a fraction of readers of some YA authors, but the ones that do read and are so passionate, it just really makes it. And like, I got a really nice review today, and I was like, oh, it's not Halloween. I don't expect to be getting tagged in reviews all the time still, and it's so lovely when you do. It really kind of really gives you a lift.
It's a lift, isn't it? It's a boost. Although one thing that I do not do is look at Goodreads. I once read something on Goodreads. Oh my God, I'm sure a layer of my brain was seared away reading, and I decided never to venture there again. So I just read Amazon and Waterstones, and that's it. But
yeah, I don't read any reviews unless I'm tagged in them. Occasionally.
Don't you? None at all.
No, if somebody tags me, I do read it, but I don't go and like sit and read my Amazon because I just can't. Because I know you can't please everyone, and it makes me sad when somebody's like, I hate romance. Why did you bother with that rubbish? And then the next one's like, romance good, horror bad. And I'm like, I just can't, because it messes with my head too much. I start like, I don't know, kind of getting confused.
Can I just leave you with a bit of something, Amy? If you do happen to have a copy of Rules for Vampires knocking around, there's an illustration on page 92 that drew some anger on Amazon. Guys, if you are still here and you're watching, if you find this book on Amazon and have a look at the reviews, there's a complaint about an illustration. If you can find it, it has a picture of it. It's gone down in infamy between me and my friends because of how wonderful this review is. It did make me laugh. I am very sorry to that person, and I understand where they're coming from. Equally though, I am not the illustrator. Have you found it, Amy?
I haven't yet, no, but I will go and look. And yeah, I'm with you, because long story short, my book at one point, an author, whether wrong, accidentally or not, used my ISBN number on their Sudoku book. So my publisher had to I know. So they self-published a book, they used my ISBN number, and my book for ages was linked on Amazon to this Sudoku book. And one of the reviews is of the Sudoku book. I've got a 1-star review of a Sudoku book on my
That is you're joking.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Honestly, I could rant for hours about this, because I'd like to think it was a well-meaning mistake and that somebody didn't steal my ISBN number. But, and still, so if you ever see my book linked to a Sudoku book, I am on it. It's literally because their ISBN number, they used mine. It's still floating around the internet occasionally. And even the ISBN agency have tried to take it all down, and I think they've just about managed, but there is the occasional one floating around. So, yeah, so, I mean, I think...
Well, there are vampire numbers. There is such thing as a vampire number.
Seriously? There's a vampire number?
Yes, there is a vampire number, and that is another nerdy thing in Ghosts Bite Back. That is Leo's soul number when she goes to the ghostly realm. It's the first vampire number. So I don't know mathematically what it is.
That's
I don't
cool.
know. I was rubbish at maths. Even as a TA, I was rubbish at maths. Like, the kids used to make fun of me. Miss, you can't do maths. Why are you here? And I'd be like, I don't know.
Oh, I still need to read your
But
second
maybe
one.
that's why.
I'll look forward to that. I'm so bad.
Oh, you're very busy. You're very busy.
I read the first book in series, and I can't. Honestly, I'm thinking I'm a bit notorious for this at this point. Like, I support friends' first books, and I'm like, I'm really sorry. I just have to then jump onto the next friend's first book. I can't.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. No, you are lovely, and do not worry.
Oh, thank you. Yes, drop all the hints, please. Everyone, come to Yelk and hang out. Yeah, do you know? For a second, I was like, Yale. That's very specific, Charlie. You want to go to Yale University?
You do that, Charlie.
Yeah,
oh, I would love to go to Yale. Do you think I'd fit in okay?
Yeah.
If I went to Yale?
Yeah.
Obviously. As someone who reads no YA, I should read more YA though, because I have been enjoying The Lost Girls. So clearly, this
come to Yale, please do. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. I cannot speak for UCLan, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be happening this year, Northern Wales Lit Fest. So, oh, I saw the review. Haha. A bird with boobs. I'm gonna have to go and look as soon as I get upstairs.
Yes, yes. It's a harpy.
Ah, the funding. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, harpies have boobs. They're female.
Yes.
Creatures, aren't they? Oh man, honestly, that's almost as bad as the Sudoku thing, but
I love that. That's tickled me so much, that Sudoku thing. That is brilliant.
Honestly, women have boobs too, can I just say? So if they're offended by boobs, then maybe
exactly.
They're offended by...
I'm going to go and make sure I have reviewed Mina now, and it won't be about Sudoku.
Thank you. Please bump down any and all mentions of Sudoku. Honestly, publishing is hard enough, isn't it, without stuff like that happening? Seriously.
Yeah, most definitely.
I know. How dare they have boobs, honestly. And on that note, how dare they have boobs? I say some things in these friends, don't they? And talking about reviews has just got me on my high horse now, so I'm going to just step off it and go and sort out the little person who still appears to be talking upstairs, not crying, but just chatting to his daddy. So, okay, let's call it a night, and thank Alex for being here as usual. It's been lovely to chat and to be random and quirky together. Let's continue
Thank
being
you for having me.
and,
Thank you,
I
everyone.
mean, yes. So yeah, I think Paula's comment we can end on there too.
Yeah,
if that's the worst thing, if it's the worst thing somebody can say about your book, then well done, my dear. You've done a very good job.
Thank you. And thank you to illustrator Sarah Ogilvie as well.
Yes, the illustrations are amazing. I cannot fault them. And I didn't notice that when I read it. I wasn't shocked by the boobs. So
I didn't notice it. I didn't know until that review came through, and then I was like, to be fair, though, they are so beautiful and so perky and tiny, and you know.
I really need to. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go and check my child's okay, and then go and look for the boobs. So,
Yes.
Thank you, Paula. Thanks, Sharon, and thanks.
Good night, everybody.
We appreciate it, and we will see you hopefully in the next sprint. Bye.
Bye.